The idea of using a safe word feels like it could ruin the mood. How can I keep things spicy while communicating something isn't fun while staying in a scene? So, I have so much empathy for where this question comes from. And if the mood is so fragile that you saying, this isn't fun for me, would ruin it, there's no way to say it that won't ruin it. I think that people have this idea of like the mood of a scene being this very like delicate, fragile thing that like you can break very easily. And in my experience, that is only true when something is already off. When you're in a scene with someone and it's working, and you tell them like, ooh, not that. Things are fine. You can keep going. The stuff that doesn't work is when someone becomes a dick about it or someone gets like super insecure about having been told to do something else. That's when it becomes a problem. And in my book, I would rather that mood get ruined because it tells me something very important about what was going on and about the scene that I'm already doing and the person I'm doing it with. I think that if you are at a point that you want to use a safe word, your last fucking concern is whether it's going to ruin the mood. Because you deserve to be enjoying this scene that you're doing. You deserve to be having a good time. You deserve for it to be working for you. And if it's not, the mood is already ruined. The mood has already been ruined because you are not feeling good. So if you use a safe word and it ruins the mood, it doesn't. The mood was ruined already by the thing that made you feel not good. So I think that this is also one of those things where it creates kind of this like false binary of like say nothing or say a safe word and the mood is ruined. And there are a lot of ways to communicate throughout a scene. When I do kink with people, whether on the top or the bottom, we're talking and checking in all the time in role and in a way that makes sense within the scene. So depending upon like how heavy a like role we're going into, whether that's like just DS or whether that's like more role play-y kind of thing, my communication with scene partners can even be as straightforward as like, ooh, that's a little weird, can we go a little lighter, to like, oh, daddy, not that, right? Like there's a lot of ways to do it. And I think that all of us need to be more comfortable during our kink scenes letting someone know that something's not working for us. We all need to be better during sex at telling someone that something they're not doing isn't working for us. We need to practice it a whole freaking lot more, because then that makes it way less scary to give that kind of feedback. Using your safe word is not something you should be afraid of doing. It should be something that you feel empowered to do by the people you are playing with, because the mood of the scene is nowhere near as important as your enjoyment and safety. And if there is something happening in that scene that is impacting your enjoyment or safety, that safe word is yours to use, and you should absolutely freaking use it, no matter how much it ruins the mood. The mood is not what's important. You and the people you're playing with are what's important. And I think, again, like, in my experience of doing kink for a very long time, I've been doing kink for more than 20 years, it has never been my experience that someone using a safe word ruined the mood in a way that was not recoverable, except when someone was a jerk in response to that safe word. That is the only time it has actually ruined the mood. Because you got into that mood from nowhere. That mood wasn't something that had been on you for a week and you just carried it through. That mood was something you created at the start of the scene. You can create it again after the safe word. I feel like this is a problem that has existed for ages and continues to persist in kink communities, which is everybody, but in particularly bottoms, feeling like a safe word is a bad thing to do or like ruins the mood or is a problem when like it is not. A safe word is an emergency brake. Should you use your emergency brake in the middle of a freeway? Probably not. But if you're on a hill, you should use that emergency brake when you park, right? Like, you need the emergency brake. It's an important tool. You shouldn't be afraid of having an emergency brake, because what if you use it in the middle of a freeway? You're not going to just randomly reach down and pull your e-brake in the middle of a freeway, because why would you, right? By the time you're thinking about using your e-brake, it's because you need it. Same thing with a safe word. If you're thinking you might need to use your safe word, you definitely do, and you should have a while ago, probably. And so just use it. It is your way of signaling to someone, hey, we need to check in real quick and talk about stuff so we can figure out if this is something we need to stop entirely or something we can change and keep going. That is an important thing to be able to do. And any partner who gives you crap for using it or who feels like, oh, you ruined the mood, that is not someone you should be playing with and not someone you should fuck. Ruin the mood. The mood is already ruined. You're already out of the mood. The only person who might still be in the mood is your person that you're playing with. And if they aren't noticing that you're not in the mood and something's going wrong, you need to use that safe word so they do. Because if they would rather the mood persist than take care of you, they are not worthy of playing with you. Sorry, that got me upset. I feel like so many of us, especially folks socialized as women, again, especially people in a bottom or submissive role, we pick up these lessons about like how important it is to keep the mood going and how like important it is to be a good submissive and to do this and this and this. And like, no, absolutely not. What's important is for everyone to be having a good time. If everyone's not having a good time, then it's a problem, and the problem needs to be shared by everybody, right? Like, this is the same stupid stuff that leads to people saying, like, oh, I know you didn't want to go on a date with him, but it really made him upset, so you should just go on a date with him anyway. Like, no, I don't want to go. He shouldn't want to go on a date with someone who doesn't want to go on a date with him. If you're in a scene and it's not feeling good for you, your partner shouldn't want to stay in a mood because it's already not feeling good for you. Like, the mood is already burst. Okay, rant over, I promise. Stepping off the soapbox. I feel like we all deserve so much more than we sometimes ask for ourselves. We all deserve so much more consideration. We all deserve so much more pleasure. Like, when you're worried about communicating that something is already not working for you, that is such a clear message that you have valued the other person's pleasure and enjoyment over your own, because you are already not okay. Like, you're already not happy. You're already not enjoying yourself. So why does it matter if you pull them out of their enjoyment? They shouldn't want to keep enjoying themselves at the cost of you. Like, your discomfort, your pain, your fear, your unhappiness should not be the cost of somebody else's pleasure. The pleasure that we get should be pleasure that works for everybody. Because if everybody's not having fun, it's not fun. And so I feel like we need to demand more for ourselves. We need to demand so much more for ourselves from the people that we play with, because we should not ever be thinking that it is worse for us to let someone know that this isn't working than it is for them to keep going when it's not working. Like, you matter. You matter as much as the other person does, and you always matter infinitely more than any mood does. You can get back to the mood. The mood can be rebuilt. And if your person you're playing with is worth anything, they want to know that it's not working for you. And if they don't want to know that it's not working for you, they are not worth anything, and you should freaking walk away, because they are not worth it. You are worth more than that, and you deserve better than that.